बहुत बड़ी पोस्ट में सर आपको सही होया क्या ये? आपको पता है क्या कॉन्सिक्वेंसेज होंगे कंटेम्प्ट में पनिशमेंट होने के? हैव यू विजुअलाइज द सिचुएशन? मोमेंट यू आर हेल्ड गिल्टी, नाउ रिसीव द हैव द पेमेंट, बिकॉज नाउ सैचुरेशन पॉइंट हैज कम अप टू दिस लेवल. रेसलर हैज टू से छोड़ दे मेरे को, मर रहा हूं मैं. Unconditional apology, you have not, sir. There was a one chance.
May I make myself very clear before your lordship, Lord? I am not arguing on merits.
Merit को तो कुछ सुन ही नहीं सकता.
I am only
after holding him guilty.
Yes.
Who will hear you on merits?
I am only
I
praying.
can hear you on quantum only.
No. We
Quantum of sentence to be passed.
Lord, we've filed an application for recalling. Lord.
Recalling a complete order was अभी recall की application लाई करेगी.
Yes.
I have already held him guilty. Only on quantum of sentence I am to hear him.
Wow.
If you are still aggrieved, thereafter you can move any application for recall or any appeal thereafter.
No.
I am to first
Not,
quantum.
Not my anxiety was not. There are certain facts not which could not be brought to the knowledge
That
of.
this order was passed in the presence of the lawyer.
Not, but what happened? Not the lawyer was not representing him. Not there was no wakalatnama, and he had not engaged any counsel.
He was properly served or not?
No, not that. The service report is there. He, in fact, in contempt matters, he has to be properly served.
Let us see whether service was not effected upon him.
Not the service report which is there in the record
Sir,
says that
despite that service, lawyer appeared on behalf of all the respondents.
not that there is no wakalatnama on behalf of respondent number 4.
Sue your lawyer then. If someone appears on behalf of a party before the court will object to it.
Not, but what happens? Not
Mr. Manan Agarwal appeared on behalf of all the respondents.
Not that is a mistake. Not. He was never authorized.
His case was properly represented.
Lord, he was not. His wakalatnama is not even there, Lord. Now this is the
whether he can turn around and say that my powder he was not there after facing the rigor of. Since when these proceedings are pending?
Lord, he
not
was,
before me, before so many courts.
Lord,
let's see this first order. First order was passed on 22nd November 2019.
Lord.
This was passed in the presence of State Council.
Yes, Lord, but the problem is not this. The council.
Second order was passed on 9th of November 2022.
Lord, this happened, Lord. But the fact
and response was filed on behalf of all the respondents.
No, Lord, that is also not there. He only writes in the reply that it's on behalf of all the respondents.
What else is required for that?
Lord, the wakalatnama.
We will start doubting every page and every word of the reply.
No, Lord, wakalat. Lord, the number of respondents that are there who want to file the reply, the wakalatnama has to come from each of the respondents because this is a contempt case, Lord. So each and every, this is not a writ petition where, Lord, the OIC is there, any acts on behalf of everyone. Lord, this is a contempt, Lord, wherein they are impleaded by name.
I have already held him guilty.
Lord.
If he is aggrieved, he can challenge the order in appropriate forum.
Lord, with great respect,
I am to pass the consequential order today itself.
Lord, I'm only praying, Lord, that, Lord, I'm very sure, Lord, we will not have any injustice from this honorable court, Lord. The
injustice, the contempt order was the order was passed by the writ court in which year?
Lord,
injustice
2019.
Injustice has to be viewed from both sides.
Lord, may I most respectfully pray, Lord, he was there only for 1 year, 8 months. Now, when he came there, Lord, this matter was going on initially. Now, in his tenure, he is an RRC was also issued for the entire amount.
That is after passing of this order?
No. That time also, Lord, he issued an RRC during his tenure also.
Why that was not implemented?
Lord, that was not implemented because there was certain dispute with regard to the amount, Lord. There were 7 other writ petitions, similar matters, Lord. Where earlier, Lord, but as so far as this petition is concerned, Lord, the orders remained, Lord. So, Lord, it is not a case where he has committed any willful default. Willful disobedience. It is at the most, Lord, this.
When I heard this case, the day on which I passed that order, even on that day, stand was that our stand is only in respect of 1,96,000, and we are still sticking to that. That lawyer made that statement.
My lord, my most respectful submission is not that I had
And
not.
the coordinate bench has specifically pointed out that entitlement was 6,44,057.
Lord, the earlier, Lord, the difficulty is that they never told me even once. Otherwise, Lord,
The officer should sue them.
Lord, that is a separate thing.
How court figures
But Lord,
in this scheme of things?
but Lord, my respectful submission is Lord, that his wakalatnama even is not represented. My
Whosoever has represented him orally
yes,
without power of attorney,
without
he has
instruction.
actionable claim against him.
That is there, Lord. But Lord, because of that mistake, Lord, I cannot be punished.
Mistake?
Lord, I cannot be punished because I was never heard along the way. Lord. Now the fact of the matter is, Lord, we come to your lordship with folded.
सारा कुछ दे दिया,
सारा कुछ
सारा कुछ दे दिया अब.
ड्यूज केवल है, उसमें इंटरेस्ट का नहीं,
interest का sir, there is no order for me.
क्योंकि 2016 में ऑर्डर
That even an order is required.
No,
You delayed the payment for years together,
need that. My Lord, there,
and still you are.
my Lord, may kindly see. We'll go down to whatever.
No,
your
I'm not.
lordship.
I'm not to pass any
Lord,
such order.
The
Contempt court is not an court of execution.
Lord, may I most
But
respectfully.
in a way, orders will facilitate execution promptly.
Lord,
In order to save rigor of punishment,
yes,
officers will implement it. That I know.
yes.
But here is a case in which, despite repeated observations by the court, by the coordinate bench, the stand of the state was that we are only liable to pay 1 lakh some odd amount
Yes.
in place of 6,44,000. Now, when I pass this order, you have made the
My Lord,
balance amount also, but no payment towards interest.
Lord, there is no order for interest. Not that we
वो
cannot.
ऑर्डर था इसका कि 6 लाख पूरे कर दें, इसका ऑर्डर था.
6 order का पूरा था
कब था वो?
कि वो था कि पूरा अमाउंट दे.
कौन से साल में था वो?
2016 में.
2019 only.
19 में.
2019 2016 का था आरआरसी वाला, उसके आगे
RRC
now-
की issue हुई थी.
अब RRC, my Lord, the collector was not heading the department, Lord. Department दूसरा है.
Question.
My job only was to execute the RRC.
We are not concerned with who is dealing with the department, who is not dealing. We have to see what was the order passed, whether compliance has been made or not. If compliance has not been made, after giving reasonable time, contempt itself is of 2020, and we are in 2024. We can't adjourn the case to infinity.
Lord,
Sir, in such type of situation, I should not observe anything. But moment person is convicted and you want some indulgence from the court, you should have come along with payment of interest also today.
Lord,
But still you want
No.
something reservoir is to be left.
my Lord,
That it is up to you.
my Lord, we are only praying, my Lord. We will
Please,
go down to whatever.
You have made good the principal amount and you have not paid the interest.
Lord, there is no order to pay the interest.
Here is the order of 6 lakhs.
There is no.
I have not passed any order of 6 lakhs,
No.
but you have made the payment of 6 lakhs
Yes, sir.
according to your own wisdom.
The main order in
Your
the.
wisdom should have struck at that moment that for delayed payment, I should pay interest also.
Lord, unfortunately, the direction is not there. They also
The
did not.
question is on legal advice. Sometimes that may land on wrong foot also.
My most respectful
This
submission.
is that case in which the legal advice of making good the principal amount has landed on different platform because you have not paid the interest.
Lord, may I most.
And that liberty which could have been at the most,
Lord,
even after holding you guilty, I could have thought of applying some leniency that you have lost.
Lord, may I most respectfully pray. Lord, in the main writ petition, there is no order. This is public.
If you are sticking
This is-
on the same parameters as your earlier counsel was sticking to the amount of which one lakh something. On this very proposition, earlier counsel was sticking to it.
My Lord, may I most respectfully submit, my Lord.
Mr. Rupra, let it be so.
If, my Lord, this is public money, my Lord.
All right.
And there is no, my Lord, he has no.
Public money is not meant for payment towards interest for delayed payment to which incumbent the right has been accrued to his favor towards delayed payment. Here the public exchequer would come
My Lord,
that the workman is not entitled even for delayed payment, interest for delayed payment.
but I'm not on that one. My only respectful submission is there is no order to that effect for interest, not. ओरिजिनल ऑर्डर
6 लाख का दिखा दो ना ऑर्डर, मेरा तो वो भी ऑर्डर नहीं है 6 लाख,
नहीं,
आपने
अब
क्यों
वो तो-
पेमेंट कर दी?
नहीं सर, अगर कोर्ट बोलती है इंटरेस्ट के साथ पेमेंट
मैंने
करो
तो
तो
6 लाख की भी नहीं बोली।
नहीं सर, वी कैलकुलेटेड दैट फेयरली एंड आई थिंक
आपने कैलकुलेशन से वो फेयरली वो कर दी, तो इंटरेस्ट क्यों नहीं की कैलकुलेशन?
ऑर्डर होता तो इंटरेस्ट दे देते।
चलो जी, अब ऑर्डर्स का कंटेम्प्ट पास कर देते हैं, तब देख लेना आप।
we are not on that, but why we are
कंटेम्प्ट का ऑर्डर पास कर देते हैं।
we are only praying, Lord, that how will he pay it, because there is no order. अब इन्होंने भी बोला नहीं कि हमको इंटरेस्ट नहीं मिला, हिंदी they did not challenge the main order. Had they want asked for interest, not they could have said that we want interest also.
Anything else, Mr. Rupra?
Malad, I'm only praying, Lord, that we have complied with the order. Your Lordship में direct the department, इनका department देगा इनको, जो मेरा गलती नहीं है उस particular part के लिए. I was only there for 1 year 8 months, Lord. And if your Lordship holds, Lord, your Lordship may direct the department. I was only to execute the orders.
2023 Supreme Court has categorically held that even if order is complied with later on, rigor of contempt still subsists the day on which the order was flouted.
Lord, but may I also
This
discuss?
is the judgment of the apex court in Balwant Bhai Soma Bhai Bhandari's case 2023.
Yes. May I?
So,
Lord, what I'll pray, Lord, is not these.
even in that case, unconditional apology was rejected.
Lord, but this is the facts are different, Lord. Here, what has happened, Lord, that this person never got the opportunity to represent you. And Lord, these authorities have been the other department has been doing things on its own, filing the compliance reports on their own behalf. They never consulted the person.
I will deal with every aspect of this case. I will deal with your argument also. Thereafter, I will pass the order.
Lord, if I may
Deal with your argument, whatever argument you have raised, with reference to service part also, I will deal with it
Lord,
and pass the order.
Lord, if I may pray, Lord, let us not, your Lordship may either permit me to withdraw this application. I'll file an application for purging.
Anyone, sir, I am not compelling anyone.
Not,
I will not adjourn this case beyond today in any eventuality. After holding a person guilty, what for I should adjourn the case for passing an order on
may
order
I,
of sentence?
Lord, I'll only pray, Lord, that Lord, this person was, had he known, Lord, one opportunity to
This is
know.
on merits, I will deal with this argument. Yes, what do you say about this? With the person, you are the concerned person?
Yes.
Yes. What do you say?
Sir, good evening, sir.
What is your designation, sir?
Sir, as of now, MD Tourism Corporation, sir. MD
MD,
Madhya Pradesh State Tourism Development Corporation, sir.
बहुत बड़ी पोस्ट में सर आपको सही होया क्या ये? आपको पता है क्या कॉन्सिक्वेंसेस होंगे कंटेम्प्ट में पनिशमेंट होने के? Have you visualized the situation? You may lose your future prospects being in job. ऐसे लाइटली लेते हैं कोर्ट के ऑर्डर को आप?
Sir, yes, sir. Not that, sir.
लाइटली लेते हैं कोर्ट के ऑर्डर को?
Sir, no.
What else is this?
Sir, with
In every third case, in contempt case, this is the proposition. Your offices don't bother about court's orders. And we know how to get our orders implemented. Now you have paid everything. Why you have paid everything now? 6 lakhs? Is there any order of payment of 6 lakhs now? Moment you are held guilty, now have the payment. Because now saturation point has come up to this level. You can't escape. Have the payment. Why you are allowing a person to make submissions like a wrestler in a ring? That wrestler has to say, "Ve chhod de mere ko, mar raha hu main." You are allowing a person to make submissions like this. That I will die thereafter. Exactly this thing. And here you are making submissions because you have been held guilty now. Exactly the same thing.
Lord, we have only pray for unconditional apology. Lord.
Unconditional apology, you have not, sir. There was a one chance. Even I can read between the lines. Even after holding him guilty, I purposely issued notice of this application for the date fixed. Why? You could not read between the lines.
Lord.
You should have made the payment towards interest. Should have, not now, henceforth.
Lord,
You are an IAS officer.
So he's conveyed it to the department also, Lord.
Very unfortunate.
Lord, but what is happening, Lord, is not having, is not there. He was, actually, he was a collector, he was never the officer of the PWD. Lord. So he requested them to pay the interest also, but Lord, it's not even in his hands. That is the,
Then the authority who had behaved in this manner earlier also, that authority will start behaving in the same fashion again for the purpose of interest.
I assure your lordship, not that
I'm
this,
simply adjourning this case for a week. We are not interested in punishing anyone,
yes,
but when situation comes to this level,
yes,
after all, we will have to act.
we go down.
Shall I speak something?